Hello everyone, Ryan Archer, West Ham Fan TV. All over now. It was it was meant to be a tricky cup tie, but I think West Ham were very comfortable tonight. 2-0 victory over Newport. I thought we controlled the game very well from start to finish. They had their chances, but I thought we looked comfortable. Jack Wilshere, first goal for the club, and Fornals as well. So hopefully that'll give them both a bit of confidence. The starting lineup tonight, obviously, Roberto in goal, Zabaleta, Balbuena back in the team, Diop, Creswell, Sanchez, Snodgrass, Wilshere, Fornals, Antonio, and Ajeti getting his first start. As I said, it was we controlled the game start to finish. The only downside for tonight is Antonio went off early with that injury. Hamstring. I don't know what sort of grade it is, the injury, but you're looking minimum probably 4 to 6 weeks, which is a massive blow. He started the season flying. But yeah, look, as I said, Jack Wilshere tonight, for me, man the match, deservedly so as well. Showed some great touches, great passing. Lost the ball a few times, well, not a few times, a couple of times, but look, Jack Wilshere was left out the squad on Saturday, so he had a point to prove tonight. And I thought he done well. He got voted man of the match by Sky Sports as well, so deservedly so. Start of the game, Newport sort of looked on top a bit. They had a chance right at the beginning, but I think you sort of expect that when you go to these lower league teams. They're gonna come at you. They're gonna put in tackles, and I thought our boys done well tonight. It was West Ham over the years. We've seen the upsets. We see it last season. Just to let you know, the Pixel is back. Special guest. Can't get rid of it. I don't know how to get rid of it. I think we're gonna have to take it to a shop and get it fixed, but when you do these shows on your own, it's good to have someone with you. So the Dev Pixel is my special guest tonight. But yeah, going back, I've seen a lot of praise tonight, especially on Twitter, and I'm going to give it to him myself. I thought Carlos Sanchez had a very comfortable game in midfield. Looked tidy, done a good job today. Another player as well that sort of got slated in pre-season by myself was Roberto, the goalkeeper. I thought he dealt with everything comfortable tonight, looked comfortable. Pulled off a great save, and then sort of Sanchez sort of stood there saying, come and get it. I thought their striker was just going to nip in. But as for the back four, Zabaleta, captain tonight. That's 4 captains in 4 games this season. I thought he looked comfortable. Creswell looked comfortable. Diop had a few... how can I say this? He looked uncomfortable at times, but he still mopped it up at the back. Balbuena come in, look comfortable. He's give Pellegrini a good headache for the weekend. But I think the main thing tonight was we got our first clean sheet of the season. I think that's important, especially when you've leaked 5 goals against Man City, conceded against Brighton, conceded against Watford as well. I think going into the Norwich game, it give the back four, probably will be a different back four on Saturday. But if Balbuena and Diop start the game, that'll give them confidence as well. Ajeti, for me, I've seen a few comments pop up there about Ajeti that he was terrible tonight. I wouldn't say he was terrible. I think that he didn't have... he didn't get a lot of service at some. He made the runs. You could see it clearly on the telly. I wish I was at the game tonight. Scott and Dan are there. They're probably outside now doing fan cams. But yeah, I thought he made the runs, but he'll settle in. He'll settle into West Ham. He looks like a really good player. He looks like he's going to get himself a few goals this season when given a chance. So hopefully, the further we go in the cup, the more chances he gets, because in the league, he might not get as many chances. It's nice that we didn't have to call on Haller tonight. Anderson would have probably not come on. But Antonio, going back to Antonio, that's going to be a massive blow for us. Looks like, as I said, minimum 4 to 6 weeks out. I do feel sorry for him because he suffered with injuries before. and you know, he started off the season really well. You know, he proved it on Saturday when he come on against Watford. He was the game changer for me. So it's going to be a massive blow, but now we have to move on as a squad, and we sort of have to deal with these injuries. You know, we've done it over the past few years. We know how to do it. We've got a fully fit squad now, apart from Winston Reid and Antonio, who are out. But yeah, I mean, look, these sort of cup games, I'm just giving you my reactions. Dan and Scott will probably they'll be bringing you the fan cams, and I'm sure they'll probably do something in the car on the way home. So yeah, look, it's over the years, you know, it's a tricky cup game. We want to sort of avoid some of the bigger teams in the next round. You know, in the last couple of years, we've got Spurs. I mean, I know a lot of fans would love that. I probably would as well, playing them at their ground. But it's one of these cups. I mean, Pellegrini's won it twice. West Ham have never won it, so it's a cup that I've just seen up the messages there as I'm doing this. Millwall are out the cup, so that's a real shame because that would have been a great game. But yeah, Millwall lost on penalties to Oxford, but you got to love it in you, really. But yeah, I mean, as for tonight, I think it was a very professional job by West Ham. Me and Gio joined me on the Live and Uncut show last night, and we both thought there might have been I went for a 3-1 win. I can't remember what Gio went for, but I know he said it was going to be a very tight game. I thought we controlled it well. I thought we broke up play well. Sanchez, Fornals, Snodgrass as well had a decent game. I can't really fault anyone in tonight's game. So it's nice that we're going to the game now against Norwich. 2 wins so far this week. If we beat Norwich, then you know, it's a perfect week going into the international break. It's massive. I've just seen there Crystal Palace are out there as well. So this is a time. I mean, the next round is when the big teams come in and Spurs. You know, you get the Man City who have won it for the last 2 years now, I believe. So the draw is going to be very interesting tomorrow night. But the one thing about the cup is, as long as you're in the draw, it's a good thing. It's you want to get a nice little home tie. Against a probably lower league team as well. But I definitely think this is a cup that West Ham can win. I mean, when you're looking at the match stats tonight, I mean, we had 73% possession. Both had 13 shots. They had 4 on target. We had 6. 5 corners to us, 4 to them. You know, I think we dominated it, start to finish. They hit the crossbar right at the end. You know, if we'd have conceded in that last 10 minutes, it might have been a different story. I'll probably sitting here now saying, oh, we scraped through that. But no, definitely. I see a lot of people. I'm going to flick this one up here. Where is it? Almighty Badger here. I bet we get Man City away in the next round. Yeah, I mean, it would be the way, wouldn't it, if West Ham went and got a Man City? But hopefully we avoid them. Next round, the big teams come in and Spurs. Yeah, see, I'm glad someone caught on to that. I'm glad someone noticed that I said that. Fuck them. But yeah, I mean, look, this is only a quick instant match reaction. I'll probably be in here for another 5 minutes. So if you give me your comments below, give me your thoughts on tonight's game, and I'll try to read out as many as I can in the next 5 minutes. But yeah, I mean, just looking through the scores tonight, I mean, Aston Villa, massive away win for them, 6-1 at Crewe. Any other Premier League teams here? Let's have a look. Sheffield United beat Blackburn. Brighton went through away to Bristol. Norwich are out, which is a massive surprise. I thought Norwich would have had I thought they would have took this cup. Well, they probably put out a strong team. I didn't see their team, but yeah. Let's have a look. Yeah, what we got? Right. Parker Jimmy, good to see Roberto look better. Yeah, I totally agree. I mean, last night I was a bit worried with him. I've always said that you should play your strongest goalkeeper in the cups. I know goalkeepers have got to have sort of share the Premier League and the cups, but no, I thought he done well tonight. He looked comfortable. Didn't worry me at all. I noticed he was wearing the number 13 tonight, Adrian's old number. So yeah, it's he looked comfortable. Comfortable. Right. What we got here? Let's have a quick look before I go. Edward Denham, Ryan, what did you make of Creswell? Yeah, once again, I thought he had a really comfortable game. Didn't do nothing wrong. Yeah, I thought he's got to play his way back into the first team now because Masuaku looks like first choice left back, so he needs to put in the performances. But I still play me personally on Saturday. I think Masuaku should come back in for him. What else we got here? Terry Butler. Yeti needs time to settle and game time. Yeah, 100%. Of course he does. That's his first run out for the club. Difficult game as well to come into against a lower league team because you know the defenders are going to stick a foot in. So yeah, I mean, hopefully he might get a run out at the game against Norwich on Saturday, depending on how the game's going. Obviously, Sebastian Haller will be back starting that game. I'm not sure about Hernandez. I'm not sure about him, but yeah. Yeah, Luke just says there Johnson should have been given a chance. Yeah, I agree. I mean, he was on the bench. I was a bit surprised he didn't get a start tonight. And I'm surprised he didn't come on either. I thought he could have come on in the last 20 minutes or something. But yeah, I mean, he will get his chances. I'm sure of that. He will get his chances at West Ham. Dan O'Connell, good to see Wilshere. Good to Wilshere. Look at it again. Yeah, good. Yeah, I know what you mean, mate. I know what you mean. But yeah, it is good to see Jack Wilshere back on the pitch. His first goal for the club. Hopefully now that gives him a bit of confidence. You can just see the talent Jack Wilshere's got. You know the way he threw ball to Fornals in the first half when he missed the 1-on-1. I mean, he looked up, one touch, bang, he's played him through straight through the two centre backs, and we're through on goal. Right, Kieran Eldridge. The thing that annoys me with us, we always pass backwards, especially when we get into decent positions. No one wants to shoot. Yeah, I do find sometimes we try to walk it in sometimes when there are chances that we can have a strike from outside the box. But yeah, I mean, yeah, it's one of these games, in it. You just want to get through. I want to play. I want to play quality football on the floor, but sometimes we've slipped up so many times over the years. So I just want to see us get through. What's it? So Edward Denham, someone in Hammer's chat is saying get rid of a Yeti. I think that's a bit harsh. He's only played his first game in English football, so no, you've got to give him a chance. Mighty Badger, we are off to Wembley. Come on, you Irons. Yeah, I said it last night to Gio. This club's massive. The fan base deserve a cup final at Wembley. Whether it's the League Cup or the FA Cup, it's definitely something that, you know, I'd love a day out of Wembley in a major league, major cup final. Michael Martin sums it up there. A win is a win. Totally agree, mate. It's just that look, we all want to play pretty football. Let's play the pretty football on Saturday against Norwich because they're going to come and give us a game. So our players definitely need to be up for it. But it's a good run out for some of these players tonight. Confidence, clean sheet. It's a perfect night, really. As I said, it's many times a comfortable. It's a comfortable night. We've got a problem. Best and worst player. Do you mean tonight? For me, I'd say the best player on the pitch was Jack Wilshere. The worst player, that's a tough one. I'm not gonna say our worst player tonight. I'm happy with a win. Yeah, I'm happy with a win. So, Sassy Ranma, good to see West Ham respecting a lower league team and playing them professionally. Totally agree. I said that last night that West Ham should show Newport respect and field a strong team, and I think we did. You know, look at the bench. We had over £100 million worth of talent sitting on the bench. So it's good that you sort of respect these teams. I don't like it when Premier League teams turn up and sort of disrespect not only the Newport players, but their fans and staff as well. So fair play to Pellegrini for fielding a strong squad because he could have gone with a lot of youngsters tonight. But right. A couple more. Hammer fan 21. I didn't think Sanchez was too bad. I've seen him have worse games. Yeah, me too. Definitely. 100% agree there. I think Sanchez looked comfortable tonight. Japple, Deb Pixel is back in business. Yes, mate. Do you know what? As soon as Nicky gets back from his holiday, we're going to get this sorted. We're going to take it down the shop. We're going to get a new camera fitted into this computer. So it is frustrating. I know it's there, and I still think there's something like a fly, or I'll try wiping it off. So right, let's take a couple more, and then I'm going to have to shoot because this is just an instant match reaction. All the fan cams will be up in a minute. Let's have a look at this one. Dominic Kuhn. In my opinion, we should have bought a Yeti and loaned him straight back to Basel for one season because he's got a lot of potential. We could deal with more playing time. Do you know what? That's a good point. That's a good point now, because maybe we could have done that, but maybe with the lack of striking options we've got at the moment, maybe he might get a bit more time. I still think there's something in Hernandez that I think he still might maybe leave with this European window still open. I know it's not long left, but it's just weird that he was out of the squad on Saturday. I know that someone said he had a bug, and today he had a thigh strain. Let's just hope that it's nothing serious. But yeah, I mean, I'd like to see him get more game time. I thought he played well tonight for his first. He had a couple of chances, couple of headers. Maybe in a bit more game time, he would have buried them. Right, I'm going to take one more question, and then I'm going to shoot. Dr. Downfall. Oh, what a name that is. I'm going to nick that name. Where do you think we will finish this season? I'm going to stick by what I said at the beginning when we done our predictions. I think we're good enough to break into Europa League this season. We just need consistency, and we need to beat the teams around us. And when you look at it like this, if we beat Norwich on Saturday, which will be tough, but if we do beat them, that'll be 7 points out of 12 going into the international break. This time last year, we lost our first 4, and we was bottom of the league with no points. So there's progression and improvement there already. So it's just about being consistent, being lucky with injuries, and beating the teams around us. Did Nicky go to Florida again? No. Do you know what, mate? He actually is in Mexico. The mad thing is that Nicky's in Mexico, Scott and Dan are in Wales, and I'm here in England, in Essex. So West Ham Fan TV all over the world tonight. So yeah, but I wish I was out there with him. Right, Kieran Eldridge, Haller to bag another brace Saturday. Come on, you Irons. Yeah, definitely. I'd love to see him get another couple of goals on Saturday. One would do for me, even if it's a 1-0 win. But he's going to be a massive, important player for us this season, as long as we can keep him fit. That's one thing that worries me at West Ham. We've always had this sort of injuries curse. So touch wood that we can keep him fit this season, and he can go on to not only score loads of goals for us, but get the assist in. Right, last question here. Jake Adams, who was the biggest standout tonight? For me, Jack Wilshere. I thought he had a great game. Controlled the midfield. Who's class? I know he's only playing against League Two players, but look, you can only play what you've what's put in front of you, and I think his class showed tonight. Some of his through balls. One player I haven't really mentioned as well. I thought Felipe Anderson had a great game when he come on. He had a great game. Showed his class. When he come on, I didn't think he looked like he wanted to be on the pitch at first, but once he got in control, he's just that's the great thing with having players like that to call off the bench. They can just come on. Obviously, I'd rather have Anderson sat on the bench all night as long as Antonio didn't pick up an injury. But look, Antonio will get fit. He'll be out for a few weeks now, probably 6 weeks max. But that's the only downside for tonight. The only downside is the Antonio injury. But look, I'm going to leave that there because I've rambled on for 20 minutes now. This was just a little instant match reaction. There will be no post-match pint. Obviously, it's tough for us to meet up during the week, but Scott and Dan are in Wales. I'm sure they're going to have some videos coming up, all the fan cams. We'll have previews for the Norwich game coming up. I think Dan's going to be doing a preview with the Talk Norwich City boys. Good to see them back in the Premier League. Get on really well with them. So Dan will be doing a preview with them. Millwall are out. I'm just going to leave that one there because I think that's the comment of the night. Everyone loves to see that. I'm only joking with Millwall fans before you start coming on here and giving it, you know. But yeah, where's that gone? These comments are coming up proper fast here. I can't keep up with it. I don't know how Nicky does it. He must have yeah, that's it. Well, I'm going to leave it there anyway. So thank you so much for watching. We've got it. Thanks, Ryan. Onwards and upwards. Come on, you irons. Yes, thank you very much. Thank you to everyone for joining me on this instant match reaction. I know Dan usually doesn't, but he's obviously in Wales, so it's hard to sit here sometimes 20 minutes on your own rambling on. So I hope I didn't bore you. But yeah, thank you very much for joining me tonight. And yeah, I'll see you on Saturday for a post-match pint. Come on, you irons.